Sunday, where we do our live weekly spirit animal tarot readings and messages for all 12 of our beautiful zodiac signs. I hope you guys are doing great out there tonight. It has been a beautiful day here. Very, very warm, actually. Very warm today. It's a much warmer day than it has been in a while. So spring has definitely finally maybe arriving. It was already here, but maybe it's finally getting the message that it's actually here. So I hope you all have had a wonderful week. These are going to be weekly messages for what's coming up ahead. So tune in and tuck in and get your tea, and we are going to get into some messages from our spirit animal world. So tonight I will be using the Colette Baron Reid Spirit Animal Oracle. I will be using the Divine Animal Oracle cards for our affirmations, and I will be using, as always, the Arc Animal Tarot for our main tarot messages. So I hope you all will enjoy those. If you're interested in a more in-depth personal reading with me, if you want any more information regarding the card decks that I use in any of my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information will be down below in the description box. While this is live streaming, you can donate via Super Chat on YouTube, or you can use my PayPal me link to donate as well. So those are the options that are available. So let me see who's, we've already got a lot of people coming into the chat. We've got Gwen, of course, our darling Gwen, Justin, hey Mr. Dragon. We've got Markers as always. We've got Ray, Eric. Good to see you, Eric. Good to see you, Murray. Thank you all so much for being here. Good to see you tonight. Hope that you're enjoying good weather wherever you are, because it has been very nice. I was able to get outside today and fill up the bird feeders. The birds are busting out all over here. Talk about some spirit animal action. We have got Bird Central going on. The wrens, the Carolina wren that we have here in this area, as you know, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I love the wren. The wren is a really powerful spirit animal in especially Celtic and Druidic lore, and they're a big favorite of mine. And we started out, you know, I had two wrens. I had two. You know, a mom and dad partner. And now we have 5 wrens. We have 5, guys, because they hatched 3 new little baby wrens, and they're fully fledged now. Their feathers are in. And today, oh my gosh, as soon as I put the food in the bird feeder, all 5 of them like hopped up to me, and I was like, oh, here they come. It was so cute. I was like, they have more than doubled their wren numbers, and it's very exciting. I just get so happy about these birds fledging out. We've got new towies, new cardinals. What else have I seen? New catbirds. We've just got a whole lot of fledgling birds that are, you know, hopped the nest and ready to go. Oh, wow. Thunderstorm. Yeah, we were having that last week. We were having a lot of storms last week. That's why it was cold last week. Now it's warm again. Hey, happy girl. Good to see you, hun. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to, as always, burn a little sage and sweetgrass to clear our space. Always like to do that before any readings that we embark upon. If my lighter works, I know I need to fill this lighter up. Yeah, there we go. I need to put more juice in the lighter. There we go. Get that going all around. Very, very good. That stuff smells the best. That's my favorite smell, is that burning sweetgrass. And get our sage going. I might have to use the candle for a little help here. I'll fill this lighter back up. Right. Get our cards nice and saged. just do those. Hey, Krista, good to see you. Thank you for being here, my little Capricorn girl. And then we're going to use our tuning forks. I'm going to be using the sun, the earth, and the root chakra. These are very nice for grounding and encouraging that solar plexus and root chakra. So this is good for confidence, self-esteem, and also grounding. It's actually my favorite. This is my favorite trio of forks. I love the way these are. Good. All right, guys. Oh, that's always a welcome relief. Oh boy. All right, guys, let's start out with Aries. Let's see what we've got for our Rams in the house. I hope y'all are doing great out there tonight, Aries. These are going to be your weekly messages ahead for your spirit animal guardians and guides. Whatever they want to bring through for you as guidance and encouragement for this week coming up. So dear spirit animal guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Aries. Let's see whatever messages they need for their highest good. And let's start out with one main spirit animal guide that will be guarding, protecting, and helping them through this week. Ooh, I love it. Yes, and I've been feeling this for Aries. You know, the snake spirit, time to heal. Number 5, doubled up, adds up to 10, which adds up to 1, which is your number. It's a number of new beginnings, initiation, just like you. And the snake spirit, you know, I also feel there's a lot of Taurus energy with the snake spirit because in the Chinese lunar astrology signs, the snake is correspondent to the Western sign of Taurus. It's very earthy, it's very grounded, and it's also very transformative. There's a little Scorpio energy to the snake as well because it sheds the skin, it regenerates itself, and it has that, you know, that full circle quality about it. Snake energy is very healing, it's very transformative, and it's very regenerative. So Aries, snake spirit is on your side. This could be a week of some deep healing, some deep transformation, shedding off some old energies. Yeah, shedding off an old way of being or an old life pattern. Snake spirit is powerful. Snake spirit is powerful. That was my dad. My dad was born in the Chinese year of the snake. So whenever I see a snake, to me it's a very special energy indeed. Very healing. Very wonderful energy they have. So let's get into the animal tarot from the Ark. We're going to pull 3 for your week ahead here, Aries. Yeah, to me this looks like good stuff, y'all. We've got the Peking duck starting us out with the sun. This is the most positive card of the tarot, along with the star. And so to me, the sun is all about rebirth, regeneration, vitality returning, innocence, a bright new future, good results after hard work or difficulty or challenging times. It's triumph and bliss. It's much better luck coming in. It's also some strong Leo energy. Next to that, we have our Jaguar spirit with the Queen of Swords. There is some nice Libra balance coming into this. And the Queen of Swords is also very much about cutting out old drama, old toxicity, anything that was bringing you chaos or difficulty. Very nice to me. This is like really embracing positivity and positive growth and change and new beginnings. And you may very well be cutting some old things out, Aries, that just weren't serving you anymore. You know, our Queen of Swords, she's got that feminine sensibility and intuition, but she also uses the realm of the mind, which is the swords, right? So she knows how to make those clear-cut decisions, and she's not afraid to kick people out of her court if they bring a bunch of drama and chaos in. So last card, we got another powerful big cat here with the Tiger spirit, King of Wands with the Queen of Swords. What a power duo, because to me the King of Wands is very strong Aries energy, which aligns so nicely with you, Aries, and our Queen of Swords is Libra, which is the balance of your sign. So to me there is a lot of balancing energy coming in as well. King of Wands is very much about going out and getting what you want, stepping into leadership roles, you know, really fixing your sights on the higher and better, loving yourself. Oh yes, Aries, this is a powerful week indeed. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, and look at this, so much feline energy for you, Aries. We've got the cat spirit on the bottom with the Page of Swords. So definitely embracing new ideas. You might be getting a lot of messages this week, Aries, and you may have to do some dancing where you say, I'm not going to accept all of that, because if you've got anything or anyone coming into your life that's just a gossip or someone that's trying to stir up trouble in your world, this is who you're shutting out, right? It may be a really strong week of communication though, because we've got both the, you know, the Page and the Queen of Swords. So use your instincts. This is about landing on your feet and thinking for yourself, because cat energy, it's very independent, right? It's very independent. It really thinks for itself. It does its own thing. It trusts its instincts. It knows where to go. It knows how to guide itself. So you got the Jaguar, the Tiger, and our domestic house cat. So you got lots of feline energy on this, along with that duck and that snake here, Aries. Wow. Very nice week. I like this. It feels like a lot of healing. It feels like a lot of separation of what's good for you and what's bringing you positive messages, positive energy, and getting rid of anything that isn't. Like if you've got, you know, frenemies out there that, you know, they act like they're your friend, but all they ever do is bring you crappy news or make you doubt yourself, it's time to just close the door on those folks and embrace the ones that actually support you on your journey. Doesn't mean they're not ever going to challenge you, but you know the difference. There's a difference. There's a difference between healthy challenging and just pure toxicity. So let's get a affirmation spirit on this for your week. I love it. These are some great animal spirits on your side this week, Aries. We got the hummingbird, absolutely one of my favorites, the Chuparosa, the confidence, motion, adventure. You are being guided to be grateful of the many relationships within your life, including the one you have with yourself. You possess the power to attract positive change in your life, expand and stretch yourself in new ways. Love yourself unconditionally, and the world will do the same. Yeah, this is really about healthy self-love, embracing what you want, because that kind of confidence, that kind of radiance is really catching, you know? Yep. Oh my goodness. Hey, Dandelion Dreamer. Hey, Silver Star. Good to see you out there. Let's see who else has come on in. Yeah. Oh, I love all that cat energy that that Aries is bringing through. This is nice. Hey, Pisces. Very true, Silver Star. That's a lot of Leo qualities. Leo, Aries. Yeah. Very bold, very nice, very solar. So, hey, Taurus, how are we doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you're feeling nice and grounded and settled. We're celebrating, of course, the last couple days of Taurus. So, happy birthday to all my late degree Taurus folks that may be celebrating a birthday either today or getting ready to in the next couple days. Hope it's been a great month for you. Let's see what we have in your spirit animal messages for your week ahead. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what you have in store for Taurus for the week. Show us whatever words of encouragement, inspiration, and guidance that you have to share with them. And please let's start out with one main spirit animal guide that will be helping them along through this week. All right, so Taurus, take it easy this week. We've got the deer spirit. This is gentleness, agility, bring a gentle touch is the, message on this particular card. And the number is 18. So 1 plus 8, that can add up to a 9, which is a week of completions, things coming full circle. But don't push them, unless you're ready to go there, right? This is really saying bring gentleness, agility. Listen to your intuition as well, because the deer always knows when they're in a kind of sticky situation. A little bit like the rabbit, the deer is a gentle spirit, similar to the rabbit. They're both vegetarians, interestingly enough. Deer, female deer, and male deer are called bucks and does, and it's the same with rabbits. They're called bucks and does as well. I just think that's an interesting thing to point out. To me, they have a similar energy, even though they're a very different kind of creature. They're agile, they're quick, they're intuitive, they're really that sacred feminine. But of course, the bucks are very the sacred masculine too. So they really have a beautiful balance. Let's see what we have for you this week ahead, Taurus. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with others. Don't push things too hard. That's the feeling I'm really getting with the deer. And look at that. We were just talking about that sacred masculine feminine balance. All right, so we're starting out with the raccoon spirit. We got the Page of Wands, enthusiasm, free spirit, new ideas. Page of Wands energy is very childlike qualities. It's joyful, it's fun, it can be silly, it can be kind of goofy, just like a kid. So this could be a real nice week for just lightening up a little bit in your outlook, having a little more fun, being a little more playful and curious. For those of you who have kids, this could be a really fun week where you get to do some playful stuff with them. For some folks, it's a birth of a child or the news of a child or pregnancy, because Page of Wands does have that childlike energy attached to it. But overall, this is just more joy. This is more fun. And look at right in the center, Taurus. Check it out. We've got the stag. So I was just talking about the male-female balance, that the deer and the buck. So we've got the feminine deer, we've got the masculine stag. There they are, two aspects of the same being. And, not only are you bringing in that balance here, Taurus, but you've also got this coming in because the stag spirit in this animal tarot is the Hierophant, which is one of your power cards in the tarot. It's the Taurus card. So this is very powerful for you. This is, to me, you stepping into a lot of your power this week, feeling more grounded, feeling more stable. The Hierophant is definitely that high priest of the tarot. So it's very much about tuning into sacred contracts, walking a very spiritual path in a lot of ways. You may be committing deeper to a spiritual path or really working within to bring that out in yourself. And it can be that energy of commitment. You could be committing to someone else. They could be committing to you. That's a very strong, very positive card of traditions and spirituality. We also have the hyena spirit coming in with this 10 of Swords. So to me, I feel like by being more playful, by embracing a little more joy in your life and not taking things so hard, and then just grounding and centering really strongly within the things that make you feel positive, that make you feel centered, tapping into that more spiritual, grounded energy, it's really going to bring about a lot of endings to difficult cycles, a lot of completion of things that have maybe worried you or caused you anxiety or stress in the past, healing of old wounds or betrayals. It's a very powerful week. It's a very nice energy. It really has that gentleness, though, so it's not like you have to force this cycle to end. It just naturally happens by you embracing happier energy, your own power, your own strength, and kind of just allowing things to naturally unfold. You know, the deer is that very gentle energy, so it's like it just naturally goes from one cycle to the next. On the underside, we have the jellyfish spirit, the Queen of Cups, and to me that is that Scorpio queen. You know, it's that deep dive into the inner emotions. There's a lot of healing about it. It's the psychic visionary, brings more compassion, brings healthy boundaries too. Queen of Cups is healthy emotional boundaries. Just saying, you know. And you don't have to be hard on that. You just you know, sit in your strength. It's like over this line you don't cross. You just don't cross it. And if somebody tries to cross it, you might just leap right out of the way like that deer, you know, because deer are very, very quick. They are quick. We get deer in our neighborhood sometimes. I've had some really amazing experiences with deer in the neighborhood at night. They're very active at evening, actually. And wow, there was a buck with the full antlers and the whole thing coming down the street couple times when I've been out walking, and oh my goodness, it was just so intense. I mean, it's just like you see them and you can't believe, like, they're so big but they move like whew. It's incredible. It's really just something to see and feel. And the lady deer, I love her because she's always eating the neighbors' like fancy plants. Which cracks me up. Is like these people spend all this money to get fancy plants put in, and then the lady deer is like, "Well, thank you." She comes and eats them up. All right, let's get an affirmation spirit on this for Taurus, please. Ooh, yeah, we got our blue jay. So I like that blue jay coming in here. Assertive, daring, universal wisdom. The blue jay gets a bad rap a lot of the time, and they don't deserve it because they're great parents, they're very loyal, they're a corvid. They're in that crow and raven family. They're very intelligent, they're very acute. They really know what's going on around them. So you're being guided to be aware of synchronicities in your life. You are entering a time of intellectual and spiritual growth. New truths are forming each day. Be fearless, trust your instincts, be your authentic self, take inspired action, and what you desire will come to fruition. Yeah. Yeah, definitely the spiritual growth, for sure, is very much part of that Hierophant card. Yeah. The blue jays, they don't miss a beat. That's why they're squawking all the time, because they always notice when there's any kind of threat in the environment. Yeah. Yes. I like it. All right. Let's see what's coming up next for our Geminis. Let's get into them. All right, Gemini. Gemini, I hope you're having a wonderful week. We're getting ready to step into your season very soon. So let's see what we've got coming up for you, Gemini, in your spirit animal messages. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have for our Gemini folks out there for this week ahead. Whatever messages, intuitions, and guidance they need for their highest good. Please show us Gemini, and let's start out with one main spirit guide that will be helping them along the most this week. look at this. Ooh, the wasp spirit. Yes. Sometimes life stings, right? You might be going through healing some wounds, healing some stings that you've endured, and coming out stronger for it, really. A wasp spirit, interestingly enough, is also very protective. They really are. You know, they are. You don't mess with a wasp. So, but this is really saying that sometimes life does hurt. Sometimes things do cause pain, and it's a time of healing. It's a time of growth. You may have been going through something with either a loved one or a family member. That's a really strong energy there. So let's see what we've got coming up for you in the tarot messages, Gemini. Yep. That is the truth. I'm feeling it. So we've got the Manta Ray starting us out. That's the Temperance card. This is definitely the card of what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. This is about resilience. This is about transmuting the challenges and the pains and the poisons of life into a healing medicine, into something that's going to help you to be stronger in the future, to be more flexible, and to balance you in a greater way. So it's a very perfect harmony. It's really taking all of the challenges of life and incorporating them into your whole, and remembering that the challenges have only made you stronger and will make you stronger. In the center, we've got the Scorpion spirit, 9 of Wands. So there's another little stinger coming in there. You know, another little stinger coming in. Resolve, resilience, bravery. The 9 of Wands is definitely a little bit of the fatigued warrior. You know, somebody that's been fighting that battle, is very much standing up for themselves, isn't willing to stop fighting for what they truly believe in, is very protective of what they've created and who they are. So, you know, to me, it's like you might really be kind of craving a rest from the battle, because the 9 of Wands is what comes before the 10 of Wands, which is the end of the struggle, right? But you may have just a little bit more work to do here this week, Gemini. Third card we've got is the Cat spirit, the Page of Swords, which is a very strong alignment to you. It's a very strong Gemini energy. And so to me, it really is a matter of the mind. Who do you listen to? Who do you accept messages from? You know, because on the positive side, the Page of Swords brings in new messages. The pages are always our messengers, and the swords is our air energy, our communication energy. And so, yeah, there's a lot of text, there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of, you know, communication back and forth. But on the negative side, you know, the Page of Swords can be that gossip energy. It can be, you know, people just kind of stirring up trouble just to stir up trouble and not really bringing you anything positive. So you have to discern which is which this week. And you definitely are dealing with some recovery of maybe loss or disappointment or heart healing, because we've got on the underside our Bluebird card. It's the 3 of Swords. So I do feel this is a week where you're pulling those swords out of your heart. You're doing some heart healing energy and some activities, because it's emotional storm, but it's also freedom from the strife. It's that point of healing where you say, things have gotten too painful and I need to stop. I need this to stop. I'm going to take the pause. I'm going to do the healing work. I'm going to remove myself from any toxic situations or relationships and get started on that. It's a powerful week for those of you who resonate with this one, Gemini, because this is to me a week of deep healing and fighting for your health, your mental health, and realizing that the difficulties you've gone through, whether they are past or present, have made you a stronger person. Let's get an affirmation spirit on this for you. Yes, the Cougar spirit coming out, assertive, wise, and decisive. And that's exactly the energy that you need to have this week. You're being guided to be attentive towards the universal nudges in your life. Make your decisions, take a risk, and step outside of your comfort zone. If you change your approach, you change your direction. Each inspired action taken will deliver you to your heart's desires. Yeah, so don't be afraid to make those decisions that are very positive for yourself. You could be dealing with Sagittarius or a Scorpio this week. Could be a big energy there. You could also be dealing with a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Those are the biggest signs coming up on that read. to our next sign, guys. Tap the cards. I always tap them with my selenite wand here, guys. When you wonder what that is. All right, Cancer. Let's see what we've got for our little moon children out there, our little moon kids. Hope you all are doing wonderful throughout this week. Hope it's been a very good one. These are your spirit animal messages for this week ahead. So, dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what we have for our beautiful Cancers out there for this week ahead. Please show us whatever messages or guidance you have for them for their highest good. And please let's start out with one main spirit animal guide that will be helping Cancer the most through this week. There we go. This is a lucky one. We got the grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. So I think this is a powerful week. I love this energy. The grasshopper is always a lucky bug. Whenever I see one around or near my door, which doesn't happen very often, it doesn't happen much, but when it does, I always pay big attention to that because I'm like, oh yeah, that's a lucky bug. It can be a symbol of abundance. Good things coming your way, positive lucky changes. We have a number 30 on this card, so the number 3 is very strong in this with the 0 of new beginnings, right? To me, there's a little bit of the Empress energy, our third card of the tarot, and also the Fool, are taking the leap of faith, trying something you haven't tried before. So very nice energy, very good. Lucky grasshopper spirit coming in and hopping into your cards this week. Cancer. Let's see what we've got in the tarot for you. I'm going to get 3 on this for Cancer, please. Ooh, more lucky bugs. Reminds me of one of my very favorite movies is Disney's Mulan. And remember the cricket? You are a lucky bug. Some lucky bugs coming your way. So here we go. Scarab spirit is coming in. 10 of Wands. So ambition is a good servant but a bad master. To me, yes, the 10 of Wands is about a difficult, burdensome cycle coming full circle. And it does say you might be working too hard. You might have overworked yourself and it's really time to rest. Cancer is a cardinal sign, so their ambition tends to run high. It really does. And they, just like Capricorn, can tend to overwork themselves. And so to me, this is a card where, it could be saying, Cancer, give it a rest. Put down the burdens for now. Put down that bundle of sticks for now. You could pick it up any time. You can pick it up any other time, but this may be the time to put it down for a while. It can also signal that there is some difficult cycle emotionally or physically coming to an end, right? You may be quitting a job that just has been driving you up a wall or not allowing you to rest very much. That kind of thing could be happening as well. Right in the center, we've got the Nautilus spirit, the Ace of Cups. So to me, that's a very positive card, especially for a water sign because it is your water element. But the Ace of Cups is really the hand of spirit coming in and granting you a gift that brings pure joy, bliss, abundance, fulfillment, divine inspiration, abundance on that emotional or spiritual realm. Very, very nice. It's a big gift coming in. So I do feel like when you put down these old burdens, when you give yourself a break or you give yourself a rest, you really allow this peace, this spiritual and emotional contentment to come in a little stronger. Then we've got our Roadrunner spirit here at the end of this, the Knight of Swords. So I do think that you may be, as well, having a little bit of anxiety mentally. There could be that mental stress. You might have a lot on your mind. You may have a lot that you feel like you need to get off of your mind. Mind might be a little, racing a little bit. So if you need to unpack anything, Cancer, just speak your truth. Speak what you need to get out of there. It's going to help you so much when it comes to relaxing yourself, relaxing the mind. On the bottom, we got that camel spirit on the bottom of the deck, the Page of Pentacles. So the quest for wisdom, abundant harvest, conserving your energy, camel energy, and also our Page of Pentacles is built for the long haul. So I don't doubt that you are working on a lot of long-term and long-ranging plans. That might be why you're having some anxiety or feeling like you've just got to work, work, work. But it's really also saying, you know, this is slow and steady wins the race. You are playing the long game, not the short game with the Knight of Pentacles. And so give yourself a little room to breathe, Cancer. Don't work yourself to the point where you're so broken down that you can't work anymore. Conserve your energy. Pace yourself. Let's get a little bit of affirmation on this. Let's get an affirming spirit for you here, Cancer. And there is the sheep. Nice energy for you. Sheep energy. And I like this too because in the Chinese lunar astrology, the sheep year is the Cancer energy. Yeah, year of the sheep is akin to the Western sign of Cancer. So compassionate, gentle, youthful. You're being guided to have gratitude for all that's in your life. Begin today to walk your new path, remove any unproductive relationships, and connect with your authentic self. You're a kind and compassionate person who shines brightly. You might also have a little Aries energy coming in there because Aries is our sheep. You know, interesting energies there at work. But there is a good luck spirit there. There's a good luck spirit there this week, Cancer, with the grasshopper and that Ace of Cups coming in. Don't work yourself so hard that you miss it. That's the thing. Don't miss that luck hopping into your life because you head's so down and buried in your work. Yeah. All right, let's tap our cards. Let's get those cleared. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. And let's bring our Leos into the circle here. Let's see how our lions and lionesses are faring for this week. I hope you all are doing awesome, my lions. So Leo, let's check it out. These are your spirit messages from your animal guides for this week ahead. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us our beautiful Leos. What messages and guidance do you have for them this week? Anything that they need to know for their highest and best good? And please, let's start out with the one main spirit animal guide that will be helping Leo the most on this week's journey. Thank you so much. Ooh, foxy spirit. The fox, think on your feet. This brings the need for mental agility, carefulness, planning, a little bit of caution. But I love this fox spirit. Fox is a very protective nurturer, very protective of its nest and of its family groups. And it's very agile, very crafty, very cunning, absolutely uses its mind, right? It's not the biggest or the strongest, but it really knows how to use its intuition. It's very graceful, very quick-witted. So use your quick wit, Leo. Don't be afraid to just listen to that intuition. If something's telling you to get out of there, get out of there. If something feels right, then it feels right. Let's get into your tarot messages for the week. You might have to make some quick decisions this week, Leo. That could be happening as well. Someone might bring you an offer, make an offer to you, and you've got to make a quick decision around that. So let's see what's coming up in your animal tarot. Kitty cat, kitty cat. Leo, we're starting out with the cat spirit, Page of Swords. There is the quick wit right there. That's some strong Gemini energy. You got to think on your feet this week for sure. You might be getting a lot of messages. You might be, bringing in a ton of communication, texting back and forth, lots of phone calls, lots of emails to answer. And like I say, always with this Page of Swords, there's two sides to every card. The positive of this is a new way of seeing things, lots of new communication and messages. The negative is, this can sometimes be that idle gossip that just comes in to cause a little stress, a little chaos, isn't always for the best. So just, parse that out for yourself. Divide that up for yourself. If someone just comes in and is bringing you nothing but stress and bad news and just making you question yourself all the time, don't talk to them. That's not good for you. But if they're bringing you new good information and they're really there to help build you up, that's a good energy. That's a good thing. Right in the center, we have our Manta Ray Spirit, the Temperance card. Sagittarius energy on this card. This is that card of resilience, greater harmony, moderation, and balance. It's a very lucky energy always with the Temperance card. So to me, this is really, really bringing in those two different sides of yourself, right? To temper steel or to temper metal is to introduce impurities into the metal that actually strengthen it, make it stronger. Just like when you have pure gold, if you don't add, other metals into it that are technically impure, the gold won't be strong. It'll be too soft. It'll break. It'll bend. And it's the same way with our lives, right? The same thing with tempering ourselves. So it's reminding you again, Leo, the difficulties, the challenges that you may have faced, the things that you may be dealing with now this week, decisions you have to make, things you got to think about. Remember, it's making you stronger. You have the power to do this, and you're going to emerge even better than before. On the outcome, we've got our B Spirit, the Wheel of Fortune. Again, this is Jupiter ruled. So these are the two power cards for Sagittarius here, Leo. You may have a powerful Sagittarius placement in your chart, or you may be dealing with a Sagittarian person, because that's a very strong Sag energy. But the B Spirit is all about community, reaching out to the world at large, connecting with others to create new and bigger and brighter goals. The Wheel of Fortune is all about expansion, things moving out of a stuck position, getting going. I feel like you may be receiving some information or communication this week that starts to set things in a big place of motion, and it may bring you back to personal balance and strength. And then things start to open up. Things just start to take off because the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel starting to turn in your favor again. It's luck, it's life cycles, major karmic events. The other wonderful thing about the Wheel of Fortune is it includes all of our fixed signs, one of which is you, Leo. So it has Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio incorporated in that card. Very strong Sagittarius, obviously, on this reading. With secondary energy from Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. Ooh, maybe we're doubling up our Scorpio here. We got some Scorpio energy coming in with that Scorpion spirit. 9 of Wands. Yeah. Resolve, resilience, bravery. So you've got two cards that really embody a lot of resilience. This is some more fiery, saggy energy into this as well. So I do feel that you're standing up very strongly for something that you believe in. You're not really willing to back down on it. It's like, and I feel like you have this feeling of like, you know what? I've been fighting for this. I might be tired, but I'm still standing and I'm not willing to give up until I go the full measure, right? Wow. What a powerful week for you, Leo. Very fiery, very energetic, a lot of movement. There could be travel involved here. There could be travel. There could be, plans for travel. Could be learning something big and new coming in as well. So keep your mind open for new information, new learning, new energy coming in that way. So let's get an affirming spirit on this for our beautiful Leos. Butterfly, yeah, butterfly spirit on this. So to me, again, the transformative power here. Something's blossoming. Mind, body, and soul transformation. You're being guided to embrace change and detach from what no longer serves you. Begin now to recognize your own beauty and elegance, and the world will do the same. That's nice. That's nice. I feel like you're transforming from maybe smaller mind, smaller vision to a much bigger vision. That's what it really feels like. You're letting go of like little bitty stupid things that don't really matter, you know, that don't really matter. And you're kind of realizing, look, let's look at the big picture instead of getting all tied up in these little minutiae that really don't help forward me where I want to go. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot, Leo. Things are moving in the lives of Leos. I know that. There's been a lot of rumblies in the Leo readings lately. I feel like things are coming for y'all. Things are coming for my Leos. I like it. I do. All right, let's get into our next sign. We are going to start in here with our Virgos. Yay, Virgo! I love my Virgos. I hope y'all are doing awesome. This is going to be your weekly spirit animal reads. We're going to get messages for you for the week ahead. So Virgo, dear animal guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what we have for our beautiful Virgo folks this week ahead. Whatever messages and guidance that they need for their highest good, please show us that. And let's start out with one main spirit animal Gaia that will be helping Virgo the most through this week ahead. Thank you so much. I love it. This is one of my favorites. Always love to see the spider spirit coming out. This is weaving the web. This is connecting the dots. This is putting a lot of things together here, Virgo. Make your dreams real. Manifest things. Bring things into reality. The spider is just a complete, you know, to me, a creative energy of intuition. Nobody has to teach that spider how to make that amazing web. They just come right out doing it. It's amazing. I truly love the spider spirit. So the number on this card is 56. 5 and 6 plus together equals 11, which adds up to a 2. So this could be really connecting you as well to other people, to a soulmate, or to somebody that you feel very strongly connected to as well. I also have the number 8. The number 8 is very strongly associated with a spider because they are shaped like the 8. They're an arachnid with the 8 legs, so they definitely bring in that divine infinity loop. I've always had a very positive association with spiders from the time I was a kid. It's really interesting. You know, my mother and father both had very difficult lives growing up, but my mom, something that was very positive to her, she said that, you know, whenever things were really chaotic or difficult in her home and her family, she would go out to this barn. There was, you know, this little barn that was, you know, a little walk a ways from where they lived. And she'd climb up in the loft, and she said there were the most amazing spiders in the loft, and they would build these huge webs kind of up, you know, where the light would be coming through, you know, closer to where the bugs are coming through, of course. And she said in the morning she would climb up there and the dewdrops would be on the webs and the light would come through. And she said it was just this most beautiful thing. And at a time in her life when things were not very happy and a lot of times where they were very tough, it was like just this beautiful feeling, like this really peaceful feeling. So she always had this positive, she always told me the story about the spiders. And then of course as a kid, you know, I loved the Charlotte's Web, you know, so I've always had a positive association with them. I still to this day, you know, I won't kill them. You know, if I find a spider in my house, no matter how big or small, I collect them in a cup and put them outside. Aww. So that's my spider story for you, Virgo. But to me, you know, what it really translates for you, I think is quite beautiful because Virgo, you are an organizer. You are someone that brings together, you know, all kinds of varied elements to create the whole. And I see spiders doing that. They bring together all the threads in that singular web, and it's quite incredible. So I feel like that's very much your energy, is creation, organization, manifesting things, weaving the web of life, connecting the threads, connecting those silken threads for yourself. So let's get into your tarot for the week, Virgo. Let's get 3 on this for you. Nice. Ooh. I'm kind of digging this. This is going to make you laugh. It's really going to make you laugh. All right, so here we go. Starting out with our jellyfish spirit, Queen of Cups. This is good emotional boundaries. It's Scorpio energy. It's psychic. It's visionary. It's compassionate, radiant. And so I do feel, Virgo, you might be building a little bit of that spider web symbolically around yourself to keep out negative people or situations. And the thing that I really dig about this next card, look at that fly, that 5 of Swords. Step into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's so that you can block this guy out from coming up to you. Because our fly card, our 5 of Swords, that's somebody that doesn't have a lot of integrity. That's an energy thief. It's a narcissist. It's somebody that's not really in there all the way. You know, somebody that's just kind of dancing around the surface. Maybe they're annoying you. Shoe fly. You know, this is somebody that wins at all costs and doesn't mind stepping on other people to get what they want. And so to me, this is really keeping that at bay. The other thing I'd say, you know, about the jellyfish spirit, boy, talk about a protective energy. They got a sting like no other. So nobody's messing with the jellyfish too much. They really don't. So, you know, the Queen of Cups, very strong, you know, intuition, very strong intuition. Very strong about placing those emotional boundaries and borders around themselves. And that spider web, the stinger, it's like you're not going to let this guy get through. Wow. I mean, literally the spider and the fly. And I think you emerge so much stronger this week for placing those boundaries around yourself, Virgo, because we have the Lion Spirit, the Strength card coming out here. Majesty, royalty, that regality. It's also, again, the number 8. This is the number 8 card, and we just talked about the power of the number 8 associated with the spider. So by embracing that infinity, that divine balance within yourself, and placing those boundaries, wow, you emerge so beautiful, so strong, feeling so much more confident in yourself. Wow, love wins out, mind over matter. The Strength card is the balance of, you know, the physical manifestation that we're in on this earth, combined with our inner spirit that directs us. So amazing. On the bottom of this, we've got our hyena spirit, 10 of Swords. So to me, yes, this is a definite ending of a difficult cycle, maybe a difficult association with somebody or something in your life that you've really put an end to it. And it's time to embrace your recovery. And in some ways, you know, for some of my Virgos, this could be really putting that, you know, those boundaries that you've learned into action, right? It's like really saying, you know what, I've seen this before, done this before. Now I've got my web built. Now I got my stingers surrounding me like the jellyfish. And that fly doesn't stand a chance. The fly does not stand a chance other than to become a snack. He can become a snack. That's all he's going to be. All right, Virgo, let's get an affirmation spirit on this for you. Oh my goodness. Tortoise, yes. Got that nice shell up. Check it out. Patience, persistence, resourcefulness. You're being guided to be mindful. Enjoy each moment. Have patience with yourself. Take small steps towards taking small steps forward will deliver you to huge accomplishments. Very, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, there's a strong protective energy around you right now, Virgo. It really is. Good self-protection this week. Don't let them flies bite you. Hey there, HP. Hey, Yu-Yi. Good to see you, sweetie. Good to see you, babe. Yeah, look what's at the bottom of this. Look at what was on the bottom here, Virgo. You had spider on the top, armadillo on the bottom, turtle for your affirmation, setting healthy boundaries, Queen of Cups. This is a week of definite healthy boundary action. Oh my goodness. Wow. Put that protective shell up. Put that layer up. Don't let nobody getting bothering you. I'm so sniffly. I did HP. Yes. I did. Thank you so much. I'm just waiting for, I've never used it before. I set that account up a little while ago. So I'm just waiting for it to come through into the account. Yeah, you did it through Venmo, which I have not used before. It's the first time I've actually used it. So yeah, we'll set something up. We will set something up. Good to see you, Hair Raisin. Happy to see you in the chat, babe. Yeah, it's a big week of boundaries for you, Virgo. Yeah, big week of boundaries. That's a I mean, it's like almost all the cards in there are just like boom, boom, boom. It's like don't let the flies in. you got webs of protection, and yeah. Good to know, Pisces. Yeah, I've had people tell me that it's better, so we'll see. We'll see. PayPal is an oldie. I've had it forever. I've never really had a problem with it. Never had trouble with PayPal. Oh, Venmo has less fees. That's good. That's good. Yeah. I've never had really any trouble with online fund transfer stuff. I've been using a long time because I've had a eBay store for a very long time. So I've used PayPal many, many, many times. Hey there, Mac. Good to see you. Glad to have you back. Yeah. Nice, nice. All right, guys. Well, we're getting into Libra. Good to see you all out there. Hope my Libras are doing awesome this week. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we have for you in your spirit animal messages for the week. Dear animal guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Libras out there. Any messages, guidance, and insights that you have for them for their highest good for this week ahead? And let's please start out with one main spirit animal guardian that will be helping them the most through this week. Who is on Libra's side the strongest? I love it. I love this. Ah, the chameleon spirit. I love the colors that are in this card too. Act as if. That's the message. Act as if. So to me, that really brings in an energy of versatility, flexibility, adapting to your environment or your situation as necessary. When you're doing manifesting work, the chameleon is a wonderful energy because it's like saying, if there's something that you want, act as if you already have it. Act as if it's already there. And then that spirit of abundance just, it opens things up. It has a really interesting way of opening things up when you act as if you're already where you want to be. That's a beautiful energy, beautiful message too. So let's see what we have in the Animal Tarot for you, Libra. We're going to get some, I love that chameleon. That is the coolest. Let's see what we've got for you in the Animal Tarot. 3, please, for Libra. Nice. Oh, this is a healing week. Big healing week, Libra. Wow. Starting out with our Hermit spirit. There it is, the Snow Leopard, the Hermit card. Ascension, illumination, introspection. This is strong Virgo energy, so it is about healing. It's about well-being, taking good care of yourself from the inside out. Many times the Hermit says it's time to take a little time to yourself, Don't worry about, you know, doing your own thing. People will be fine this week, Libra. If you just say, look, I have been spreading myself thin. I need a break. I need to take good care of myself this week. Don't feel guilty doing that, because this is a very wonderful process. This is a time to go within, seek your deeper inner truth and guidance, and really listen to that. Really listen to that. The other reason I say that this is a big week of rest, relaxation, and taking a break from the battles of life, right in the center, we have got the sloth spirit, Four of Swords. Love the Four of Swords because it really is that, like, take a nap card. It is all about taking a break for meditation, inward turning, inward, you know, evaluation, healing, kind of that spiritual retreat. The two of these cards together are just golden for that. You know, if you've really been running yourself ragged, or it's just been going, this is definitely, you know, take the armor off, Libra, set it down, put things down, turn the phone off, and just be with yourself. Relax, rest. You know, this is quiet reflection, waiting till the timing is right. If the timing for something hasn't been quite right, it's just like, take a little downtime. Don't push the river if you don't have to. And I do feel this is a huge time of healing. It really is. I feel like you're going to be, you know, taking care of some inner stuff that's been going on with you. There's the Black Swan, our Nine of Swords. And our Nine of Swords, you know, it can be those dark nights of the soul, anxiety, fears, worries that keep you up, things that just need to be set to peace, right? They need to be set to rest. And so to me, this is really a time to confront anything that's really got you worried, anything that's really been having you in a place of mental stress or anguish. It's healing the shadow self. So you may be doing some shadow work this week, you know, Libra. And Libra, you're such a sign of duality. You have the two sides of yourself, the balance. And so if you've been doing a lot of socializing, you've been trying to kind of be everything to everyone and spreading yourself a bit thin, it's time to go within. It's time to heal, you know, the shadow side of yourself. And this is a beautiful week to do it. Those cards are extremely supportive for that kind of work. Oh, yeah. And on the bottom, the dragonfly, we have the Eight of Wands. So there's a lot of magic around this too. This is optimism, it's speed, but yet it is good timing, right? It's a really good timing. So I feel like when you give yourself this kind of time out, when you give yourself time to have a break, and adapt to your environment, adapt to your situations, it's gonna move quickly. Like, it's not gonna take forever for you to feel better this week. It's gonna be a real rapid process, but you need to give yourself that time. If you truly give yourself that time to rest and reflect and turn inward, the process will speed up quite a bit. But if you put it off, you know, if you like know you need to do it and you keep putting it off, it'll make it slower. It'll actually make it slower. Funny enough, it's a little bit counterintuitive this week. You may feel that in order to get ahead, in order to actually make more progress, you need to slow down. It's an interesting thing. It may not seem natural, but that's actually what it's sort of saying. So let's see what we have got in your animal affirmation spirits this week here, Libra. The elk, yes. Stamina, awareness, and tenacity. Yes. Very nice grounded energy. You're being guided to keep your eyes, mind, and heart on your desires. Marshal your power to follow through and break free from discomfort. That's it. You know, this is breaking free from discomfort. Expand and stretch yourself in ways you never thought possible. You are both a teacher and student of life. So this is a lot of learning this week. I love that snow leopard. Had it last week for Capricorn. Yeah, and I felt it. I felt it. It was good. It was really good. I did do a lot of work, but I also did a lot of rest too. Nice energies there. Yeah. Go ahead and clear these out. You're welcome, Dandelion. Thanks for being here tonight. Lil Jeep. I love that name. Good to see you in the chat. And Mary. Glad to see Mary back again. Yeah. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what our Scorpions have got going on this week. Oh, Scorpio. We know there's a whole lot going on with Scorpio. If you've been watching our lives, you know there's been a lot going on with Scorpio. So let's get some animal messages for them for their week ahead. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have for our beautiful Scorpios out there. Any messages that they need, guidance and intuition for their highest good. And please let's start out with one main spirit animal that will be helping Scorpio the most through their week ahead. Thank you so much. There it is. Yep, that's a powerful card. The Stag Spirit there, Scorpio, take the lead. I'm saying that the last, these last degrees of this Taurus energy are very powerful for you. And we are in that cycle of that new moon in Taurus right now. And that to me, this is like that Hierophant card. We have the stag on that. It's very grounded, it's very rooted. Take the lead. This is that divine masculine energy. The stag is one of the oldest animal spirits in the Celtic and Druidic tradition. And the antlers really are about that gateway to the next world. It's also about sovereignty. It's about that divine masculine aspect. So it's time to step into a leadership role, whatever that is in your life, whether it's in your family, in your relationships, at your job, in your career. It's time to take the lead, Scorpio. It's time to put those antlers on, put that crown on. Very powerful energy. So let's get into your tarot. Let's see what's going to come up here for you. Let's get 3 on this, please, for Scorpio. Interesting. The number on that Stag Spirit card is 58, and the 58 adds up to a 13. And 13 is the Death card, the Scorpio card in the Major Arcana. Very interesting there. Yeah. Wow. Ooh, we're starting out with the Manatee Spirit, the 5 of Cups. It is about, mourning a loss, getting over some old grief or old wounds. But it also points to better times ahead. It points to better times ahead. It also reminds us that even if things haven't gone the best in the past, not all is lost. So it really is a matter of focus. Don't focus so much on the things that haven't gone well. Focus on the things that are still standing that you can work with and use in the future and go from there. Right in the center, we have our Bear Spirit, our Queen of Pentacles. And so to me, this is great grounding. It's good with your resources. It's that Earth Mother energy, protection, nobility, making good decisions, and having good boundaries around your resources and how to spend them wisely. That's very important. It is also, in the traditional tarot, it is our little Capricorn, our little bunny rabbit queen. So you may be working quite a bit with something. And I think that it's really, in some ways, it could be a little bit about kind of cutting any losses that you've had at all, whether it's in love, in business, etc., and taking what you've got and going forward with it. Not having, too much regret or too much sadness, about what's passed away. Going into the immediate future, we have the Snake Spirit, the Tower card. So this is big transformations. It's a lot of action taking place because it's a Mars-ruled card. The Snake Spirit, of course, reminds me a lot of Scorpio. It's transformative. It's regenerative. Scorpions shed their skin too. They shed their exoskeletons off, just the way the snake sheds its skin off. And so there really is this transformation, liberation. Sometimes it can be sudden changes. That's the thing that can come in with the Tower. But it's really meant to get rid of some old stuff, some old scaffolding, some old things that need to be sloughed off. Yeah. On the bottom, we've got our bald eagle spirit. That is the Emperor card. So to me, again, this is bringing in that message of leadership, taking the lead, flying very high, flying very bright. Mars energy and Aries energy are connected with Scorpio, and it's because Scorpio used to be ruled by Mars before the discovery of Pluto, as well as Aries. So there is that connection there. And I think it's also fascinating that you've got both of the power cards for Aries, right? The Mars energy, that's the ruling planet of Aries with the tower. And then you've got the Emperor, which is the Aries card. So to me, this is a very powerful, transformative week where you're really shutting off some old things and letting go of some old stuff that needs to be released. It could be something you've been grieving and mourning for a while, and it finally starts to come full circle. It may even come from a very practical standpoint, like that Queen of Pentacles, the Bear. You know, she may just be going, you know what? I've cried about this long enough. I've felt bad about this long enough. I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to set it down. And the other wonderful thing that I love about this, the eagle coming out, Scorpio, one of your animal symbols in astrology is the eagle. The Scorpio has three animal spirits. The scorpion, the gray eagle, and the gray lizard, and the eagle. So Scorpio, when you're in your highest vibration possible, you are in that eagle energy. So I feel that this is a week where you can really fly high. You can embody the best parts of yourself. You can leave a lot of old things behind that had really drug you down. And it is about stepping up and taking that leadership role. Very, very nice read this week for you guys. Let's get into an affirmative spirit for you. I like it. We've got the sea turtle here, guys. Survival, ancient wisdom, and endurance. You're being guided to clean out your emotional closet. Confront your fears and expand your sense of self. Your mind, body, and soul are intricately intertwined. It's not how you start or how fast you go, but rather how you follow through and execute the plans that will bring you your heart's desire. That right there, cleaning out the emotional closet, that's what this is. And it does take stepping into that leadership, Scorpio. Beautiful synchronicities all over this reading. Good stuff. Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting a little sleepy here, guys. A little sleepy. All right, guys. Sagittarius, let's see what we have got for you. Oh my goodness. I hope my Sagittarians are doing fabulous out there. Hope it's been a good week ahead. All right, let's see what we've got for your animal spirit messages this week, Sagittarius. Divine animal guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Sagittarians out there. Any messages, guidance, or information that they need for their highest good for this week ahead. And let's please start out with one main animal spirit that will be assisting them the most for this week. One of my favorites. I love this guy. I love the skunk spirit. This is so much fun. To me, this is a strong card of boundaries, self-worth, self-confidence, not letting others take advantage of you, not having to be like a big bully or anything about it. It's just saying, yeah, this doesn't work for me. I need what I need. I want what I want. And if you don't treat me right, you're going to get the spray. You're going to get the spray. Whenever I smell the smell of a skunk in the neighborhood or wherever I am at, I'm like, uh-oh, somebody didn't treat that skunk right. Somebody made him mad. So Sagittarius, this could be a real week of, you know, putting your foot down, setting your boundaries, in a gentle but assertive way, right? It's kind of like they give you respect simply because they know that it's not okay to walk over your boundaries, to walk over your sense of self and worth. It's pretty amazing. I love it. I love it. It's a gentle yet assertive energy. Yes. So let's see what we've got in your tarot for the week here, Sagittarius. Let's get 3 on this from the Animal Tarot for you. Wow. Okay. Okay. So let's see. We're starting out with our Firefly. I feel like victory is very high. That's the 6 of Wands. So this is a moment of victory, triumph, success. You may be putting some boundaries into action that maybe didn't work so well in the past and saying, you know, finally, I feel like people are respecting me. They're backing off when I tell them to back off, right? They're listening to what I say. So this is shining your inner light. It's victory, recognized achievement, and success. Right in the center, we have the spider spirit, the high priestess, that lunar energy. So it is about listening to your intuition and doing what's right for you. Going where you're led to go, staying away from where you're not led to go. Really listening to that. We also do have a full moon lunar eclipse coming in your sign, Sagittarius, on the 29th. So I believe that things are going to really come full circle. For a lot of my folks that have, you know, Sag Sun or big astrology placements in the sign of Sagittarius, that full moon coming up at the end of the month is going to be a very powerful moon for you guys. On our last card, we have the Otter Spirit, the 6 of Cups. And so I feel that there could be someone or something that comes back around into your life. You know, that's really a feeling there, because the 6 of Cups is about nostalgia. It's about sentimentality. It could be you really, you know, thinking about someone or them thinking about you, reminiscing on happy times from the past. Sometimes that can bring an old flame or an old love back into your life, and you have to kind of make a decision about whether you want to let them in or not. On the bottom, we have the giraffe. Nice energy for Sagittarius. That's our 8 of Pentacles. So this is big, expansive vision. This is being able to see the big picture, far and wide, thinking long term, right? And so I think that that's kind of the way you're making your decisions this week. You know, it's like you're thinking long term about where something could lead, where it can go, and if you would like it to go there or not. That's very much it. And the 8 of Pentacles is slow and steady. Take care of things one day at a time. Don't get overwhelmed, right? Don't get overwhelmed. And just take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time here. So let's see what we have got. Sagittarius, let's get an affirming spirit on this for your reading. Yeah, I think things are going to move quickly once you kind of set your intentions here with the cheetah spirit. Focus, clarity, and speed. You are being guided to be mindful and value yourself and others. Strategize your days, be patient, and take calculated risks and action towards your heart's desires. You have what you need to change your life today and become the best version of you. Yeah, that's a really that really sums that up really well. It's you know, there's movement here, but there's also having a clear plan and strategy. That's very nice. And valuing yourself. That's the skunk spirit. Know your worth. Know your worth. Yep, yep, yep. Hey David, good to see you out there, hun. You're Pisces moon, David. I don't know your rising yet. I haven't done a full chart on you. The rising sign is the sign that's on the eastern horizon when you're born. And that's why it's important for you to have your most accurate time of birth. Like, I was born at 8:09 a.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's, you need that. You need to have your most accurate time of birth to get the rising sign. Yeah. But you've got 5 planets in Capricorn. I looked at your basic placements. You've got Sun, Venus, I think, was it Mars? And I know it's like Uranus and Neptune. I think they're all in Capricorn. Something like that. You got a lot of Capricorn. And you've got a Pisces moon. Oh, you're at 6 a.m.? All right. I'll calculate it up for you and we'll see. That way we'll know. That way we'll know for sure what your rising time is. Yeah. If you got to ask your mom or look at a birth certificate, that's pretty usual. It's the time of birth is always the thing that's hardest for people to know a lot of the time. Better records are kept, in modern times than they used to be. A lot of the time, the older the person is, the more sketchy it gets on the birth time. Like, nobody wrote it down, or I was born in a car on the side of a highway, nobody wrote it down, that kind of stuff. And it's like, mom thinks it was at 6 and dad thinks it was at 9. Yeah, it's just, I'm lucky. My mom was kind of obsessive about my birth info, so she made sure to write everything down. It's okay, David. I know how that is. If you get a weird nap and then you wake up later and you almost feel like it's another day and you're really off. That's funny, Murray. You wanted your own day, not your dad's. Your uncle carved yours in a tree. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Gwen. Yeah, I'm really glad that I have my info. Sometimes people just don't have it and there's no way they can find it out. And so, the way that you can still pull some astrology info is you can still look at the basic planet placements of that day and year and all that. But without the time of day, you're not going to know the rising, because that is calculated by the time of the day and the location. Like I said, it's the sign that's on the eastern horizon when you're born. And the rising sign is just as important as a planet placement in your chart. It is. It is. And the rising sign is usually the way you present yourself. It's often how you look. It's funny, but a lot of times if somebody asks me to guess their sign, I'll usually guess their rising sign, because that's the way somebody looks. Like, that's their presentation. The rising sign in a lot of ways is the channel through which the rest of the chart is expressed, right? It's how you express all of the stuff in your chart outward to the world. It's the first impression that you give. It's the costume you wear through your life, right? And so for me, I'm an Aquarius rising, so you better believe it's different. It's different. It's the costume of the rebel, the radical, the idealist, the authentic self, the revolutionary, the person that shakes everyone up, gets them to think differently about life, always questioning the status quo. That's yeah. Aquarius energy is electric. It's electric energy. I do have that quality of, like, I can walk into a room and not feel like I'm all that dressed up or anything, and everyone's just like on me. I'm like, yeah, get off. But it's an electric energy. Aquarian risings have it. So we'll find out what it is for you, David, and that way you'll be able to tap in even more to the readings here. Yeah. That way you'll be able to tap in even more. What location were you born in, David? Were you born in Baltimore? My bunnies are thumping their feet in there. Bunny thumps. Oh, my little fuzzy babies. Tapped in like a touch screen. Yeah. Oh, what? You know, my mom, I told her we got a member in the chat from Baltimore, and she's like, "Oh, where does he live?" She was like, "What neighborhood or what, area?" Cuz that's where my mom, grew up. So she's got big roots in Baltimore. She was in like Towson. Yeah. Hey, Ms. Mindful. No, you're not too late. I'm actually just finished Sagittarius, so we're getting into Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces will be next. Hartford Road. Oh yes, we know that area. That's so funny. Ah, the old Baltimore connection. I tell you that. Anytime I talk to somebody in Baltimore, it's always a little exciting. That's just old roots. It's old roots for my family. Yeah, it really is. Um, that's always where we would go for trips. It's just funny. Oh yeah. No, Baltimore is a hard scrabble city. It is. It always has been. It has always been a tough place. No, there were my parents once when they were visiting my mom's dad before I was born. Oh, their car got busted into, all the windows broken out. It's just my grandfather, which would have been my mom's dad, very sadly actually had his house, his apartment once broken into, and he was beaten very badly and robbed. And, it's stuff like that goes on. It can be very tough. It can be a very tough place. It always has been. It's not like this is a new thing for Baltimore. It's always been kind of a little, yeah. Don't get in fights, David. Don't do it. Walk the other way, goat. Walk the other way. Right. That's Pisces, and yeah, it's the truth for a lot of places. Baltimore is one of those, though, that, you just have to watch yourself and try not to go out too much by yourself. Like, pair up. The last couple times I was there, I didn't feel too nervous or too scared. I really didn't. It was all right. It was all right. But people are, they're careful. Yeah. I did, Ms. Mindful. It's so pretty. I'm gonna look at it again. I think I might want the dragon part to be just a little bit bigger on it. But I love the colors. I love the red. Yeah. Oh yes, thank you, Pisces. Please do like up the video. That's true. The country's a whole different thing. Like, outside of Baltimore, yeah, the state of Maryland is very different. It's very, like, agrarian and laid back. It's a lot like rural Pennsylvania in a lot of ways. It's that kind of vibe. It's farmish, My mom had a lot of friends from Baltimore who lived, in the more of the country. And, it's just, yeah, I mean, they're just farming. Like, they're farmland and landscapers, and it's just pretty chill. It's pretty chill. Yes, it is. Yeah, Hartford Road is definitely, David. Yeah. Yeah. You should move out to the country and be a pot farmer. Make some money. That's what you should do. You should have a little business. Yeah. I could see it, David. You could have a little pot farm with your goats. You could have chickens. You could have fresh eggs and learn to make goat cheese. Be fabulous. You'd have a good time out there. I don't know. Is it legal? Is it legal to do that there? Because you could totally do that. You're a little Capricorn. You have a little goat farm. Call it the Mary Jane Goat Farm. Yeah, they'd be really happy goats. Goats got into the crops last week. Oh, they're all happy. They're like, yeah. Eating all my snacks. That's hilarious. Smiling Goat Farm, exactly. That's a good name too. Yu says, cool, are you hiring? Oh man, we're planting some ideas for you, David. We're planting some ideas for you. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, yeah. Wow. The Giddy Goat Farm. Yes, yes, Giddy Goats. Giddy Goats. Yep, right? All right, well, with all this goat chat, let's talk about it, Capricorn. Let's see what we've got coming up for you this week with your spirit animals as you hoof it on up that mountain. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for our goaty goats out there. So, dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have for our awesome Capricorns out there. Any information, guidance, or messages that they need for their highest good this week. And let's start out with one main guardian spirit that will be watching over Capricorn, helping them out the most for the week ahead. Ooh, I like it. I like it. This is feisty. Look at our badger spirit coming out here, Capricorn. Check that out. Be fearless and bold. Yeah. Badger spirit. Badger's a Wolverine family class. You know, they're tough. They're strong. They dig in and they don't give up. Nobody messes with a badger. They're kind of fierce. Honey badger. Yeah, it's honey badger time, Capricorn. Honey badger don't care. You don't care. This is like impervious. This is an impervious kind of energy. Lets things roll off its back. It don't care. It just goes for what it wants. Capricorn, be fearless, bold. Make your moves. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go after what you want. If you've been kind of towing around the edge of the pool and you haven't really been diving in, it's time to go for it this week. And it's a number 4 too. Look at that number 4. That's intense. Look at that. 4 is that number of home, family, soul's origins, roots. Wow, this is a time to make maybe some bold moves in the home and family life this week. However that, you know, works out for you. So let's get into your tarot. Wow, Capricorn. Let's get 3 cards from our animal tarot on this for our goaties. Woo! These are popping. These are flying. Ooh, 3 please for Capricorn spirit. Please don't give me too many at once. There we go. Yeah! Wow! Look at this, Capricorn. Okay, starting out with the Black Panther. We're not messing around this week. Queen of Wands. Again, fiery energy. Leo Queen. Going for what you want. Loving like a Leo with a big, big heart. Not being afraid. Not being afraid. This is a fearless energy this week. Immense love of life. Determination. Altruism. There's also magic. It's a big magic card because Queen of Wands, she has that little black cat in her lap in the tarot, right? And in the animal tarot, the little black cat becomes this big, powerful Black Panther. You know, very magical, very, very intertwined in the esoteric spiritual world. Right in the center, we have the Walrus spirit. So got the 8 of Cups there. This is about abandoning something that's not you know, spiritually or emotionally positive or fulfilling for you, escapism, true seeing. So I do feel like you're really letting something go that hasn't been good for you, or something that isn't right for you, right? It's really about releasing something and going towards the ninth cup of wish fulfillment. Yes, a Capricorn, if something you've been doing or a path you've been on just isn't doing it for you, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to go to a brighter avenue this week. Don't worry about it. Third card, Capricorn, is the hummingbird spirit, one of my very favorite animal spirits, the Four of Wands. So to me, this is, again, you know, we had that number 4 on that badger card. The hummingbird is the chupa rosa, the flower sucker. This is, you know, the nectar seeker. They seek the sweetness of life. They're all about happiness, love, joy. And this is a very famous card of twin flames and soulmates, right? You may be leaving something behind to go towards a twin flame or soulmate this week, you know, very powerfully. You also may be really making plans to build a home, to build, you know, a family. This is that happiness card. It's celebratory. You may be feeling really happy about something as you head towards this week. I feel like you're really choosing to let go of anything that's been dragging you down, making you not feel so happy, and going towards something that's a lot more positive, that does make you happy, that does fill you with joy. And there it is. I mean, the badger is a fearless energy. So it's really like, it's shutting off any kind of old, like, shrinking violet. You know, you're like, no, I'm not going to take little steps anymore. No, I'm not going to, you know, pull back on what it is that I really want. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to let it make me happy. I'm going to fight for what I want. On the bottom, we have the stork card, the Six of Swords. One of my favorite cards, of course, in the tarot, because this is about better times ahead, leaving behind any old troubling situations, anything that's been challenging or causing you stress or anxiety, going towards better times ahead, Capricorn. This is a great read. So go boldly in the direction of your dreams. Go fearlessly towards what it is that makes you happy. You don't have to put up with you know, sadness and depression anymore if you don't want to. This is a real choice here. It's like, you got to fight for it, though. You got to fight for it and be bold and go for it. Don't let stuff hold you back from your happiness. Let's get into an affirmation spirit for you on this, Capricorn. Yeah, move. Move, Capricorn. There's that horse energy. Freedom, elegance, and strength. You are being guided to break free from the chaos and confusion of life. Take action and expand into your new journey, creating balance of the mind, body, and soul. There are new and exciting opportunities waiting for you. All you must do is take the first steps towards them. That's good. That's real good, Capricorn. I love seeing it. Bold, fearless energy. Embrace your freaking happiness. Go in the direction that feels positive. Love it. And Capricorns, you know, we're prone to melancholy. We're prone to fits of depression and sadness and the blues, you know. And so that's why I think, you know, that boldness, that badger, it's like we kind of have to fight for our happiness a lot of times. We do have to work for it. And we have to give ourselves permission not to get into that down place. It's like, you know what, you're not, you know, being noble by being miserable. That's the thing Capricorn doesn't always get. I can get on you for it because I'm a goat. I got 4 planets in Capricorn, so you know, I can get on my fellow Capricorns about their stuff. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we got for the Aquarians out there. Hope y'all are doing awesome. Hope that this has been a good week in the past. Let's see what we've got for the week coming up. So let's check what your animal spirits and guides are saying to you this week. Dear animal guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have, please, for our beautiful Aquarians out there. What messages, guidance, and information do they most need for their highest good? And please, let's start out with one main spirit animal guide that will be helping them out the most this week. Rhinoceros spirit, love it. Yes, Aquarius, overcome any obstacles. So if you feel like there are obstacles, you feel like there's road bumps and blockages in the way of your path, this is a very relentless energy. This is like, I'm going to overcome it. I'm built like a tank. If there's blockages in the way, I'm just going to roll over them, you know? Don't let that get you down. Don't let it get you down. Believe in your own strength, in your perseverance. You have a lot more power than you may realize. You have a lot more power and strength than you realize, Aquarius. The number 50 on this, the number 5, right? You may feel like there's a bit of a fire under you. There may be some restlessness or even some discomfort, but just remember that sometimes those feelings of discomfort or, you know, friction inside of you, that pressure building up, can really just be there to get you to take the next step, to get you to go to the next place. And it's also that number 0. 0 is the same as the Fool card in the tarot. So taking those leaps of faith, making those moves that you're guided to take, very important. So let's get into your tarot for the week, please. Let's get 3 on the spirit for Aquarius. Guys, we're starting out with the bat. You may be feeling pulled in 2 different directions. There may be some things that you've got to release because this is that Neptune energy. It's the Pisces energy. So it is about self-sacrifice. It is about letting certain things go, seeing things from a different perspective, self-surrender, facing down the shadow side of yourself, facing down some inner darkness to release it. I would also say that with the Hanged Man, you might feel like one cycle hasn't completely ended, the next new cycle hasn't started, so it puts you in this kind of limbo position, and that can be very frustrating, no doubt about this. You know, the Hanged Man is that spiritual trial. It really is. It's like kind of facing a little bit of the dark night of the soul or some kind of spiritual trial, emotional trial that you've got to go through to get to the next phase of life. So don't let it get you down. Just remember, Aquarius, you are not completely to the next step yet. You're in the process of creating it, though. Right now, it's like a bridge, and you're kind of in the middle of the bridge, right? You're not to the other side yet, but you are on your way. You are on your way. There may be things that you've got to let go of on your journey that are going to help you get there a little faster and a little bit more healed at the end of the day. We've got the octopus spirit next. So we've got the King of Cups. That's our Cancer energy. Calm clarity, control over emotions, and self-compassion. I love this reading so far here, Aquarius, because the King of Cups is such a healing king. It's about healing your heart, making good decisions from your emotions. I love it. I love this. This is reminding you, and it's a great week for counseling. It's a great week for doing any inner self-healing work. It also is telling you that you really do have some great people in your life that you can truly rely on. King of Cups is like solid, loyal people that you really can trust in. It's a very, very nice card. And the octopus is so flexible. Yeah, flexible and adaptable, which is good for you to embrace as well. Third card is our alligator spirit, our snappy little guy. I love him. He's the Page of Cups in this deck. So the Page of Cups is about, you know, new emotional insights, spiritual insights. It's your own artistry. It's coming up for air. Pages are also, you know, our messengers. And the cups are emotional messages. So you may have a lot of really nice, loving, emotional messages, you know, coming and going back and forth this week. There's a spirit of goodwill, forgiveness, apologies. gentle compassion. So you do have good messages coming in through as well this week. It's really nice. There's a lot of watery energy. It's Neptune, it's Cancer, it's Pisces. So there is a lot of emotion here, but you also, don't forget, have that very strong grounding presence of that rhino spirit to keep you on your path. Snow leopard is on the bottom here with our hermit spirit. So I do believe that this is a week of self-healing. You may need a little time to yourself. That's totally fine if you need to do some healing work. But yeah, you're really from the inside out. This is Virgo energy. So it is about your inner emotional and your outer physical well-being. Good time to do some inner work. Good time to do anything that's going to heal you, whether it's getting more exercise, making sure to sleep enough, eating a good diet, making sure to drink enough water, all the things that kind of keep you physically supported as well. But yeah, you may just need a little downtime. You don't have to spread yourself so thin. Aquarius is a real interesting sign because on one side they can be super social. They rule the mass consciousness. So sometimes they really do love to get out into big groups of people and feel the mass consciousness. But then they're also a very independent sign. They have a touch of the loner in them. So it's important that they have times to themselves to just sort of recharge their batteries, because they spend a lot of energy and a lot of electricity when they're interacting with the public, and they kind of wear themselves out. I'm an Aquarius rising. I do that. Like when I get on here, I spend a lot of energy and put it out there, and then after that, I'm just like, I'm totally down. Like I'll take a nap, I'll just go do my thing and recharge. That's very Aquarian energy. So let's get into an affirmation spirit for you for this week, Aquarius. Ah, yeah, nice. I love this card. I love the eyes, the Black Panther spirit here. So independent, clever, and fascinating. You are being guided to observe your surroundings and keep your own counsel. Find clarity and then express your inner and outer beauty to the world. Pounce on the opportunities that feed your soul with purpose and passion. Awaken now to your personal powers, talents, and freedom. I like what it said, you know, is like, observe your surroundings, seek your own counsel, because, you know, it's a very similar message to what we have with the Hermit, which is really to listen to your own intuition, follow your own truth. That's a big energy of the Hermit. You know, in the traditional Hermit card, you know, it's the single, the guy, you know, holding that lantern, holding that, you know, lantern that holds the star, guiding it towards its ultimate truth, its sacred truth. And, you know, Aquarius, you're a sign that's very much about being authentic to yourself and to your own soul. And so that's very important for you to really listen to what's right for you. Yeah, it's a beautiful week. It's very nice. Remember, you're strong. You've got what it takes. All right. Spam is hard to hunt, yeah. All right, Pisces, we are wrapping up our evening with your sign, my darling fishies out there. I hope you guys are doing great, Pisces. We just had a really good week, I think, you know, going, we had the new moon in Taurus, we had Jupiter moving into Pisces. Very, very nice. Very, very good energy. All right, Pisces, let's see what your weekly messages are from your animal spirits and guardians. Dear animal guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what we have for our beautiful Pisces out there. Whatever messages and guidance that they need for their highest and best good. And please let's start out with one major spirit animal that will be coming through for them to guide them the strongest for this week. Thank you so much. I love it. Yes, very nice. Look at this. Eagle spirit. Eagle spirit, guys. Spirit has your back. This is high vibration, high vibration energy. This is a really direct line to the divine. It's also an energy of leadership, not being afraid to go for what you want, not being afraid to back down from what it is that truly guides you. Really reaching up and touching the heart of the divine this week for you guys. So let's see what we have got in your tarot messages for the week, Pisces. Let's start out with 3 for you. Let's clear these cards just a little bit. Nice. I feel like something, ooh, yeah, something's really, you're making some big decisions, and it's something that's really going to help you quite a lot. We're starting out with the 7 of Cups, the beaver spirit. So this is about building. It's about growth, having direction, determination. This is also a card of having a lot of options on the table, a lot of decisions, a little bit of emotional overwhelm, right? It's like there's so many things that I've got to choose from. There's so many things that I've got to do. How am I ever going to pick? And so it's an important week where I think you should really take a little time to investigate all of your options, put them out on the table, and then make a choice, right? There's something you're going to have to make a choice about to really clear your mind. That's going to help you build. It's going to help you grow. And I do feel like it's really going to help you to close one door so that you can open up another one, right? The macaw spirit, the world. The world is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn energy is also Capricorn energy. And it really has that feeling of having learned a lot of lessons, grown in wisdom, grown in strength, independence, whatever it is that you've really needed to gain on a material level. And it goes full circle. This is the last card of the major arcana. So it's closing out one old cycle and opening up new doors. And I really think it's going to make you happy. I think that when you start to make these decisions, Pisces, and you don't let your emotions overwhelm you, and you just say, I'm going to move towards this, move away from that, I'm going to make some very clear decisions, it's going to make you really happy. And it's going to make you feel like things are balanced again, because we've got the Justice, we've got the Elephant spirit coming out as our 3rd card. This is Libra energy. It's balance, it's harmony, wrongs being righted, things being set in equilibrium, you finding and feeling your personal balance again. So I just feel like when you make these decisions, Pisces, even if they've been difficult for you to make, it grows you up, it matures you, takes you to the next level, and you feel like you're back on track again. You feel like your spirit is balanced again. Both sides of yourself, both of your little Pisces fish swimming in harmony instead of against each other. On the bottom, we have the owl spirit, the world card, right? Not the world, sorry, the moon. You had the world already. The moon is your one of your personal power cards in the tarot, Pisces, because it is about your intuition. It's the Pisces card. And so check into that. This is really seeing through the shadows, trusting in your psychic and intuitive abilities, and seeing beyond what might be confusing, seeing beyond the confusion, which is the 7 of Cups, right? The 7 of Cups can be that emotional confusion, but the moon and the owl energy can definitely see through the dark, and get to the clarity of the situation. Very powerful reading. I really like it. I like this one a lot. So let's get into an affirmation for you, Pisces. Let's see what we have as an affirming spirit for this week. And we have the hummingbird. Yeah, this is some nice energy. Confident, motion, adventure. You are being guided to be grateful of the many relationships within your life, including the one you have with yourself. You possess the power to attract positive change in your life, expand and stretch yourself in new ways. Love yourself unconditionally, and the world will do the same. Hummingbird is a love energy. It is. It's a love energy. It's a powerful tuning in, tapping in, turning on, So I love it. This is beautiful. Yeah. Pay attention to that inner voice this week, Pisces. Make your decisions. Make your decisions. you're gonna feel a lot better after you do. You're really gonna feel like, wow, I came full circle. Then you feel so much more balanced by the end of the week. It's really good. Aww, Pisces, please. Aww. I'm glad to see that. Oh yeah, Ms. Mindful. Are you doing a live? Well, definitely. We got to make sure to show up and support our girl. We do. We got to do it. Because you've been here a lot. You've been here for us a lot. Yeah, that's a powerful revelation too, Miss Pisces, Miss Ethereal Pisces. Yeah. That's a big revelation. You know, I think that a lot of people struggle with that, you know, self-confidence. Oh, I love that, Gwen. See, you Virgos and you Pisces can learn a lot from each other because you're the flip side of each other's energy. You know? Virgo and Pisces can learn a lot from each other because you're the polarity signs from each other. And I think that both Virgo and Pisces struggle with self-belief and self-confidence. You know, I think we all do. I know we do. I know all people, we struggle with self-confidence, self-belief because, yeah, it's very tough when you're around people that tear you down. So to build yourself up is kind of gargantuan. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's like, you know, my parents were very affirming and very affirmative. You know, but you still struggle with it, even if you had a lot of really good, you know, confidence boosting in your early life. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's funny because, you know, Pisces can so much be that true believer, the true spiritualist, and Virgo can often be kind of that skeptic, where it's like, I don't know, you got to prove it to me. So it's a real interesting energy that they have between each other. But the big thing about Pisces and Virgo both is they do tend to give a little too much. You know, they tend to give a little too much. You can have more than one channel too, David. You know, because I had a like an old YouTube channel forever that was just like my name. I think it was Ariel Rose Music or something like that. And I didn't post much of anything. I posted a few bunny videos. My rabbits. Yeah, Virgo says show me your list. That's it. But when I started the tarot channel, you know, I just used my same account and just opened a new you know, like channel off of it. But it's all from the same account, right? So you can still keep the name you're using now and open a new one, I think. I'm pretty sure you can, unless they've changed it, and I don't think they have. Hey, Corianne. Right, exactly, David. It just gives you a new start and not have to deal with that. Oh, that's awesome, Corey. That sounds wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, both of my parents went through very tough times growing up. A lot of abuse, a lot of alcoholism, a lot of that kind of stuff in their family, and I wish that in a lot of ways, you know, that they could have had things like this in their life, like, you know, where they can get online and find supportive people that have been through similar things and talk it out. And you know, we're really fortunate. I'm really grateful that we have more of that now. And I know there's a lot of garbage that happens on the internet and a lot of toxic people. There definitely are. But there's also a lot of good people. And if you weed them out, we gotta weed them out. I've definitely done some weeding in the Garden of the Dragon on this channel. I've had to do it. You know, I've had to do it. but it's good that we can kind of weed it out here because, you know, that's why, like, everybody tells me that, guys, and it's a big testament to y'all's energy, of how awesome y'all are, because I have so many people always telling me how great the people are on this channel and how nice they are, how they always make them feel really welcome. And it's true. Like, I go to live streams and other channels, they don't welcome me like y'all do to new people here. They just don't do it. It's like, what is that, you know? But everybody here like really talks to each other and affirms each other, and it's a great thing to see. So whenever we get people that are toxic or they're, you know, really just you know, dragging people down, we're not gonna have it. You know, we're here to lift each other up, and we're definitely here to talk about tough things, but we're not gonna like suck into that too deep, you know? Yeah, it's very true. I think people just need kindness. What's that? Oh, thanks, Gwen. Thank you. But it's the whole of us. It's the whole of us. What's that line? It's a saying. I think it's been attributed to Plato and different people, but the truth of it is so good. Be kind to everyone you meet, because everyone is fighting a hard battle that you don't know about, right? And so, David, I'm sure that they wouldn't be the first person who got some concrete shoes and got thrown into the bay in Baltimore. I don't doubt it's happened before, you know? I'm just saying. we know we know Baltimore's harbor's probably got some secrets, you know? Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's true. And so it's like, even when you're dealing with people that are awful and people that are just nasty, and boy, I've dealt with them. Oh, I've dealt with them. We all have. We all know these people. Remember to not try to take it too personal to yourself, because you have no idea what they've got going on in their life or how they got to be the way that they are. And it doesn't mean that you let them hurt you. It doesn't mean you invite them on in and let them wipe their dirty feet all over your nice clean soul. But it just helps you to not take it so hard and so personal when people are mean or rude or nasty or bullies or belittling. It just reminds you, it's like, they got an issue. They got something going on. And yeah, I'm often that way too, Gwen. Yeah, I'm often that way too. Like, I'll just be super nice back, and then they really get mad. That's what happens. Like, if somebody's really nasty, like, if you're really nice back, they're like, "Ugh!" It's like, what? Or they're just really confused. Yeah. I think it was Mark Twain who said something about, always be smiling and being nice, and it's like, it'll win you good friends and it'll confuse your enemies, because they're like, what? Keep laughing. Keep laughing. That's important. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's got something they love, something that hurts them, something they've lost. Everybody's got it, you know? Even the worst of the worst. That's the crazy thing about life. I know, it's so true, Pisces. Yeah. And that's their issue, you know, and everybody's in a different stage of development. That's another thing that's tough when you're on a spiritual path, right? Is that you may be able to see what would help them. And maybe it's something that helped you. But if you present it to them, they might not be ready for it. They might not be ready for that step yet. And it's really a thing of control within ourselves, that we can't force that on them, no matter how much we'd like to control the situation. It's really, that's a practice for us to release our sense of control. You know, they may just not be ready to go to the next step yet, and they are on their own journey, and you can't force that to go faster. Oh, yeah, dandelion. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes that someone is yourself. Sometimes just help yourself, you know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Jacqueline. Aww. Your daughter got her first tattoo. That's awesome. Right. And that's a thing too, Gwen. And if somebody's only ever had abuse or negativity, when you offer them true love and compassion, that can feel very alien to them. Yeah, that can feel very alien to them, and so they might not react the way you would hope. Aw, Jacqueline, you'll have to share photos. Yeah, I think I was 21 when I got my shoulder swan. We miss you too, sweetheart. Yeah, that's very true, HP. Yep. Right, David. Yeah. I understand. Pisces love is very, it's got the strength of the ocean. Pisces love has the strength of the ocean, and the ocean is powerful. Yeah. Yeah, that's my Venus is in Pisces, and I know. Oh, sometimes. Yeah, Corey. It can be a little much. We have to dial it back sometimes. That's true. When I got my first tattoo, I stopped because I could see where like it would get really addictive. But I would like to get a dragon tattoo. I know that's funny, the girl with the dragon tattoo, but yeah, I would love to get a good dragon tattoo at some point. That's funny, David's mother. I should call my mom that sometimes because she can be a little bit like much. My mom is a Capricorn and she cares a little too much sometimes. I'm like, Mom! Yeah. See what you started, Jacqueline? Now we're all talking about going and getting some ink. My honey got a really couple good ones. He had been planning to do them for years, and he got one on his shoulder, and it has a very Celtic almost quality to it, Celtic slash Nordic. And he got a raven. He got the raven, and he got a horse intertwined into it. It's very cool. And on his back, he got a big tiger because he was born in the year of the tiger. I'd love to have some small tattoos as well, like something about like my dad, the snake spirit. I might get like the Chinese symbol for the snake because he was a Chinese snake, or like the Aquarius glyph because he was an Aquarius. He's always there with me. It's how it feels. Yeah, that's important, Gwen. That's the balance, right? Yep. That's a really good one. I like it, Ms. Mindful. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best approach, Gwen. That's good balance. Yep. HP. You're hilarious. Yes. It's not for everyone. You know, my mom is that way. She's like, I've never wanted to do that. I'm like, yeah, I think it's a generational thing too. I think that back in my mom's generation, you know, growing up, it's like that was definitely not something that most women would ever consider doing. It was usually something like dudes in the military did, right? You know, growing up in the 40s and 50s, you know, it's a totally different thing now. It's a very different vibe. You know, tattoos have really evolved too. Let's face it. Like they've gotten a lot prettier and the art has gotten so much more amazing, so they're really aesthetically beautiful too. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Ms. Mindful, that's so cool. I love that you have Wizard of Oz tattoos. That's so perfect because we were talking about your big connection with that story and how that's like been such a part of you. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Yeah, Celtic Cross is perfect for you, David. That's really cool. I gotta tell you guys, I may share the link to it on my community tab, but you can go look it up if you want. It just randomly popped up in my YouTube feed, which I think it was really cool that it came up. Um, and it was from 1991. Speaking of Celtic stuff, it was an interview from 1991 from the Arsenio Hall show with Sinead O'Connor, who's about as Irish as they get. And it was an interview with her, and it was just so good. Like she just was spitting some truth. That girl, she was a Sagittarius. I had to look up her birthday after that. She's December 8th. She's a Sagittarius, and all the stuff that she was saying about the music industry and about the nature of people and wow, it was just this really cool interview. And like it was also just sort of adorable because Sinead O'Connor and Arsenio Hall, they're having this conversation. She's like totally hitting on him and they were kind of like flirting back and forth. It was really cute. And then she sang this song called Irish Laws, Irish Ways, and it was so good. Very good. Beautiful, haunting. That woman, oh, she has a great voice for Celtic music, which of course, I mean, it's just in her soul. Um, but definitely go look it up. If you're looking for something interesting to listen to, and the song was absolutely beautiful, it was 1991, Sinead O'Connor and Arsenio Hall. It was a good one. It was a really good one. Your Capricorn stellium. Ah, yeah. It's in my soul too, HP. I don't know if you've heard me singing my Gaelic songs on here, but yeah, it's a big part of my life. Big part of my life, yeah. Aww. Yeah, I have the astrology info for my two youngest bunnies. All right, you guys. Well, have a great evening. Thank you so much, as always, for being here. We always have a good time. Oh, I got you, Lovecraft. I didn't know that was a wink wink. You're welcome, y'all. Yes, Pisces, definitely. We will definitely connect more on the Celtic stuff, because that's a big thing for a lot of folks that they don't always know about. But it's really, really fun to dig into. Our next big Celtic observance, of course, will be the summer solstice next month, the beginning of summer. So yeah, that's when we'll have it. When the sun goes into Cancer, that's when we have the summer solstice. All right, everyone. Good night. Good dreams. Oh, no rush. No rush, HP. I'm here. I know you're good for it. We'll set it up. We'll set it up whenever. Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it, but I'm pretty sure everyone already has. Share it with folks that you think might enjoy these videos, or might, you know, enjoy being a part of our little chat crew here, because we always love having good folks coming to the channel. So hope you all have a good evening. Much love from the dragon. Mwah. I'll see you all again very soon. Take care, y'all. Have a good night.